minivan just picked me up from where I've been staying, so that's good. Just over there is where I've been staying, and yep, got here on time, just a little after 10, so it's all going well. Lady there was telling me about some poor guy who walked past to his room, who actually lost his wallet with his ATM card, so he has to get his people back in the States to send him money. So yeah, a pain. Would not like that. Anyway, say goodbye to Long Beach. Next stop, Krabi Town. I just found out to wait till 11:40, another hour before the bus leaves for Phuket Town. I don't know why it takes so long. It's pretty slow. I haven't put my receipt, I just got the thing on my... It's got something there, just supposed to indicate that I'm going to Phuket Town. I hope it works. Not my doubts. Anyway. My bus is now due about a quarter of an hour, apparently. I just hope they don't miss me, because I've got no idea what's going on here. I have a woman going around shouting what the next destination is, but it sounds like it's in Thai. I don't know. Yep, certainly haven't heard Phuket Town mentioned once. So. A lot better when you got on that damn bus. Oh joy, looks as though the mini bus is late. 10 minutes apparently it should be here. Fingers crossed, finally get out of here, get to my destination. Then I've got to do another bus to the other bus station. It's a real marathon, it's crazy. Wish it was a lot simpler, but unfortunately it ain't. I gotta say, I'm also impressed with the communication here. Keep getting told that 10 minutes, don't get told soon. I don't know when this bloody minibus is going to show. I'm just hoping someone's going to actually tell me. It'd be really nice. Yeah, we would have liked to have been off about an hour ago. This is just ridiculous, it's taking so long. You'd think there'd be more buses going there. It's got this ridiculous little tag. A short stop in the middle of nowhere. Well, actually, I think we're more than halfway through. Just don't enjoy selling a lot of crap. With enough mineral water, I suppose. Just don't know whether we're going to Phuket Town first or Patong, probably Patong. Not sure how many people are going there. This is stretching out far longer than I was hoping. I've got a 20-minute stop here. Got to stop at the airport as well. And I don't know whether Phuket Town's after that. So could be Patong and then Phuket Town, and they've got to make the bus transfer. I won't be getting to the hotel till about 4 o'clock at this rate. It's so slow. It'll be a bit sooner than if I'd taken the ferry, but not much. Save about 1.5 to 2 hours. I'll save me money, I guess. It's annoying when you got... Yeah, well, what can you do? Can't do much. Just inefficient. You can't get any help here. People just don't want to help you. It's just very, very disappointing. I'm at the bus terminal 2. Just want to find out. I know there's a bus that goes to terminal 1, but no one will tell me where it is. So I don't know. This is hopeless. Yeah, well, that was quite a day actually. Most of it spent in a minibus, which is a real pain in the backside. Now I'm just walking down the street near my hotel, which is T-Pack D. I've got to say, fantastic little hotel. I'm very impressed. It's a pity only spending one night there, but comparing that to Yellow Sun is chalk and cheese. The price is identical except for 2 baht. This one costs a princely sum of 2 baht more, but that's the only difference. So, yeah, quite extraordinary. Now I'm trying to find the bus station. Actually, it looks like it might be just here. It's got a really convoluted line going around the place. But I think I might have it here. But anyway, so it was much longer because it took an hour to get the main bus. We were just sitting around the terminal near the where the actual, oh, here's the bus station here. God, it's closer than I thought. This is ridiculous. Oh God. Oh, that's convenient. I mean, it is literally just a block away. So just see where the airport buses are. Just check it out. But yeah, the day it took way too long to get here. I thought I should have been able to get to this place at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just impossible because of all the stuff-ups. Taking an hour before the bus left. Then there was a half-hour meal break, and then we had to swap buses as well. Anyway, so there was a hell of a lot of stuffing around just getting over here. Added to the trip at least 1.5 to 2 hours of additional time. It really wasn't necessary, in my opinion. I suppose the driver needed rest. They were driving like a maniac. It would have been worse if they hadn't had any rest, presumably. So I guess that's something. But seriously, it was. It really annoyed me that we got here so late. And then we get to the actual. We break off for another break. We have to change buses twice. The second time is to actually get to the to decide whether we go to Patong. One group goes to Patong, the other goes here to Phuket town. And the one that goes to Phuket, we got on the bus, we went to Phuket town. That was okay. It dropped us off at Terminal 2, which is what was to be expected. That was fine. But then there's supposedly a bus going from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1 for 15 baht. Does not exist. And the people at Terminal 2 were really unhelpful. I mean, I've never struck more unhelpful people in my life. I went to the information booth and the woman just didn't seem to want to help at all. She was more interested in stretching and resting. Laziest woman I think I've ever come across. It was really disappointing. So yeah, that was bad. I'm going to look for a 7-Eleven because I can't see one anywhere around here. They've got to be here somewhere, but I'll just do a search. The gods were taunting me. I saw a 7-Eleven delivery van just around here in the corner, but I couldn't see where the 7-Eleven was. The opposite side of the road, of course. So someone told me that with a Somtal where it was. Getting back to my travels here though, of course I couldn't get the shuttle bus. The supposed shuttle bus didn't exist from the bus terminal 2 to bus terminal 1 here. So what there's a German couple, a European here, I'm not sure where they're from. They were also in the same boat, and I told them I thought there was a shuttle bus, and we asked information and they said try 1 and 2, A's 1 and 2, that's where it leaves from. And then I was told a contradictory story by someone else there that said there are no buses going to the other terminal, which is a bit strange because there is a bus coming from this terminal to the Terminal 2, but it's not reciprocated apparently. So the three of us were left high and dry. Luckily their place that they booked is on the way to where is a little further down the road from where mine is, in the same part of town. So what we decided to do is get a cab together, and it costs 100 baht each. And what they did was So I went to my place, which is first. I paid the cab driver 100, and then they said to him, look, can you take us on to the other place? And he wasn't very happy apparently when they said that. So I guess he wanted more money, which is fair enough, because the fare was based on going to my place. But they should have hopefully they negotiated to give him a little bit more, because their place was another kilometre or so. So that's fair enough, actually. So they should have come to some arrangement, but it's very difficult when you have the language difficulty. So I left them there, sort of. The woman was a couple, and she looked a bit distressed, because she could see that the cab driver wasn't happy, and she was right. So I think they needed to pay a little extra to them, because they wouldn't want to walk that extra distance, another couple of kilometres. And I didn't mean to pull the wool over the eyes of the cab. We asked for the fare then, and it said 200 downtown, but then because there was 3 people, they wanted to charge us each 100. So I thought they were doing okay anyway, but maybe they needed to charge more. So look, hopefully they gave them a little extra, because they were going further than me, and I think that might have been the right thing to do. So see how it goes. So yeah, it's been one of those days, and luckily at the end of the day, finally something went right, and that was that I found that I'd been booked into a really, really good hotel. It's just a shame I'm there for one night, because I've got to say it's one of the nicest places I've been to, and it's pretty reasonably priced, because it's in Phuket town, of course. It's off Broadway. So it all ended up pretty well, actually. And I found the 7-Eleven, I bought myself some grog. Just got to charge up the mobile phone, because it's really low on energy, and then I'll see what sort of restaurants are in the area. I might go and get a bite to eat. We'll see how we go, but at least I know where the 7-Eleven is, and I know the bus terminal is really close, so it's all good. Well, I'm too tired to go to a restaurant tonight. I'll just go back to the 7-Eleven, pick up some more beer, more snack food, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah, and I'm just a bit stuffed, but happy to be at the hotel. It's a very nice hotel, so quite chuffed. So just going back past the bus terminal to the 7-Eleven. Pretty quiet down here. There are a few people at the hotel, but it's pretty quiet in the streets here. I suppose it's a Monday night. Wouldn't expect much action. There's another hotel there. No, it's a good part of town. I haven't seen this part of Phuket town before, so got to say I quite like it. Although I did get the airport bus in the past, but I don't recall coming from this direction, so I must have been in a different part of town. I think I had to get a lift there. So, but yeah, it's incredibly close. Like the guy on reception said, it's a 2-minute walk, and that's if you're walking slowly. It is very close. Yeah, even the bus station's quiet right now. It's only about 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's a nice feel. Gee, that is a quiet bus station. This is the main bus station in Phuket's town, so it's amazing. So it's going to take 1.5 hours apparently to get to the airport. So if I leave at 10, I'll get into the airport at 11:30. Got a 2:10 flight. Leaves almost 3 hours before the flight. They may not open until 2 hours before the flight anyway to check in, so who knows. But it's very pleasant weather. It's just warmish, not too bad. I mean, it's a ghost town compared to downtown Saigon. I mean, that really does bop. There's not many people here. It's Sleepy Hollow. And compared to Patong as well. Patong is pretty busy, but this is very quiet. again, it is a Monday night, presumably be a bit livelier on a Friday. So, but I'm not complaining. It's okay by me.